All right, welcome back to another week of athletic training. This has been a very good week. Started off with some sprints and plyos. We are in the middle of a plyo block now, so strength gaining is not the number one priority. It's not the primary emphasis of the program. I am really just trying to improve my vertical jump. That's the main emphasis of the program. It's not very fruitful to try and build in a number of different areas at once. It's better to just focus on one area, build that as much as you can, and then move on to the next. So that's essentially what we're doing in this phase of the program. We're doing all of the plyometrics geared up towards improving my vertical jump. So lateral bounds, some agility work, multi-directional type of stuff. I feel like that's what most of my plyometric volume has been missing in the past. It's just multi-directional plyometric, extensive but also like moderate intensity as well. All of these factors, I feel like my plyometric programming has missed in the past. It's always just been very sort of one-dimensional, and it's been lacking these sorts of things in the program. T-test was probably not the best, but it's definitely given me results in my vertical jump. That's the highest I've ever jumped on 10 feet. This is a stiff rim as well. Bunch of misses, but I knew that I was going to get this today because I just felt like I was jumping higher. Steadily and progressively as I warmed up with these approach jumps, I was able to get that dunk there, which is really good progress considering 5'11" and dunking on 10 feet. It's almost like I can't believe it right now, even as I'm watching it. Can't believe my own eyes. It's been such a big goal of mine to actually be able to dunk on a 10-foot rim, and now here I am finally doing it. Some square box jump drills there and some tempos at 85% speed there. A little bit of basketball ball handling, some heavy hezzies. Haven't done ball handling in a while, so apologies for like the very slow clunky looking handles, but again, it's more for like the plyometric stimulus than it is to actually practice ball handling. But I really like doing it, and that's going to be programmed in there once a week now. Got some single leg depth jumps here. These are really nice for just building up elasticity in the foot and ankle complex. Where I don't play a sport, I don't play pickup basketball, I'm missing this type of like extensive plyometric volume in my program. Obviously this isn't the same as playing a sport, but it's just not really feasible with the way that my week is set up right now to actually fit it in, but eventually I will. Wednesday, upper body hit a bench press PR. This was a triple at 120. 265 pounds. This was meant to be a set of 5, but I was like, nah, that's not there on the last 2 reps. Thank you for that guy for spotting me. Then moved on some dips. This is a very push heavy upper body day. 50 kilos for 5. Moving really well. Did 55 last week, but I know that there's going to be a dip PR coming on this block of programming. I think next week I'm going to shoot for 60, see how many I can get for 60. Then this was very close to being a strict press PR. So we got a 60 kilogram set at 9 reps. Was really going for 10, shooting for 10. I've done 10 in the past, but I was a little bit heavier when I did 10 before. So if I can get around in this block to doing 10 at 60 and not be any heavier than I was in the last one, then that's also like a body weight PR as well. So you'll see later on in the week that I did also hit a rep PR on strict press as well. Stay tuned for that. It's been a grinder, but I'm pretty happy to be finally breaking through this plateau. I really want to get to the point where I can do a bodyweight strict press, and that's a big goal of mine. Physique update as well. Still looking pretty lean. Still sitting around 88 kilograms. Very happy with the physique and how it's looking. Probably the best physique I've ever had. Biggest and leanest I've ever been, while also being the most athletic I have ever been. So no complaints there. A little quad and calf pump here. This is a bit of a hack for the leg extension machine. It's also a bent leg calf raise machine. If you've got a leg extension like this, then please use it like this. If you're ever trying to get like some dunks in and you want to make your tendons feel good beforehand. These weren't programmed, but I saw the court free and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go get some dunks in on this rim. I am 99% certain this rim is 9.9 because it's bent down a little bit, but these are feeling really good. All of these are PRs. So hitting a left right with the left hand on 9.9, just how high above the rim I'm getting these in. It doesn't look super high. That's a two-hander PR as well, by the way. Hitting a two-hander off of the dribble is pretty cool as well. So next stop is just doing that on 10 feet and then, yeah, doing it in game, I guess. Do it in pickup game. Then we had the single leg version of the square box jump drill, or the square jump drill. This is a really nice drill for cueing how to contact the ground, like the direction of force for a block step. So if you're coming in for a two-leg approach jump, Obviously, you're going to be coming in with horizontal velocity. You want to convert that as well as possible into vertical impulse. And the best way to do that is obviously with your block step. If your block step stabs diagonally into the ground with the knife edge of your foot, and you do that really well, then you're going to convert a lot more of that momentum into vertical impulse. So that drill is really good for cueing that and improving that. And then we got some lily pad jumps here. Again, thanks to Liam for coming up with these kind of wacky exercise, but it's also really cool. Nice to do multi-directionally as well. So that was Thursday, and then Friday, which I did today, was the primary lower body stimulus for the week. Started off with a fun snatch complex. This is 3 reps of a snatch pull from the blocks to make sure that I'm cueing, staying more extended through my back and keeping my hips low, and then a no contact snatch for 2 reps. I hate no contact snatches. I haven't done them in the past a lot, but nonetheless, I managed to get 2 reps at 85. It's not exactly a strength issue because I can pull a lot more than this and I've got a decent squat. It's literally just a technical issue, but that's probably why Liam programmed these for me. Nonetheless, it was a good warm-up for what I decided to do next, which also wasn't on the program, which was to max out my frog stance sumo deadlift. I don't know why, but I really felt like maxing this out, and he hit a PR, which is an all-time deadlift PR, but it's also a frog sumo PR as well. I think if I train this more frequently, I could probably hit a little bit more, but left it at 220 for the day. Then some pin squats with 140 here, 3 plates. Last week I tried this with 160, failed miserably to get it for a set of 5, so dropped the weight down to 140 this week and actually did a full pause. I was trying to like bounce it off the pin last week and actually see if I could get any stretch reflex, which wasn't happening. And subjectively, while I was doing this, it was feeling a lot more difficult than it actually looks right now, than what you're seeing right now. Like a little pause, and then just standing it back up, removing the stretch reflex so that you're really just having to generate a lot of starting strength in a disadvantaged position where the muscles are a bit longer and the length tension relationship like isn't quite there. So yeah, this was 2 sets of 5, 2 working sets, and then finished up with some strict press. This was the PR I was telling you about earlier. 68 for a set of 5, very, very nice. I'd say we're moving into intermediate/advanced territory for the press at my body weight. I think we finally busted through the strict press plateau and we've got some gains on the horizon. That's pretty much it for the week of training. Finished up with a little back pump after the session, looking nice and succulent. I'll catch you guys in the next one.